Hey Pod Squad, I'm Diksha, a fellow in podiatric surgery. And in other words, I'm truly a fourth year podiatry resident in my case because my residency was 3 years long. I wanted to discuss why you would even pursue a fellowship program. I've kind of just taken a poll. I'm always interested in why people would want a fellowship program, or further studies, further training, sacrificing your salary for another year or two, maybe even your sleep and your dignity anyway. I'm just kidding. It is a total treat now that I've pursued fellowship and I'm halfway through. I wanted to help people think about this and why they would or wouldn't want it. I believe that there's no wrong reason to pursue fellowship. But of course, there are certain ways you want to portray yourself when you're applying. Now, fellowship is something people want to pursue because maybe they had a lot of, for example, a lot of diabetic limb salvage in their program or wound care in their program, and that wasn't something that they were interested in. Maybe they didn't have enough rear foot. Maybe they didn't have enough forefoot. And those are all surgeries that they're interested in. Or say they wanted a sports medicine background, but maybe their residency program did not facilitate that kind of education or training. Or say you wanted to be more of a specialist, a subspecialist in podiatry. Let's call it that. Another great reason, or a reason in general. There's no good or bad or wrong, right reason, truly. People might pursue them for all of the aforementioned reasons. Then there are people who feel like they, in general, just did not have a very good surgical background in general. They might pursue it for surgery, or because they didn't feel like they had great support during their program, or even if they want to pursue academia. That's a great reason to pursue a hospital-based fellowship program. If you're interested in sports medicine, for example, a private practice fellowship might be a great fellowship that you may be interested in. If you want a fellowship, try to speak to fellows who are currently in the program, or even the fellows who were there before. Why? Because that will give you a lot of specifics about what to expect. And you can hope that they'll be honest with you. And at this point in their careers and this point in their journey, a lot of people do tend to be honest. Nothing to gain or lose to tell you the truth about what to expect in their program. Things will oftentimes change year to year with fellowships, just like with the residency program. But you can get a good idea about the energy of a program just by speaking to the fellow. And I'll talk to you maybe in a different video about what was important to me and what I looked for in my fellowship program. To give you a brief overview, what I was hoping for was a supportive environment, people who actually really truly cared and were invested in my growth, but also incredible people that were amazing icons for me to hopefully strive to become. Not maybe exactly like them, but to help push myself. Whatever your reason may be, fellowship can be worth it and it maybe won't be worth it. But what I will tell you is, do not pursue a fellowship just to pursue it. Your life will be miserable if you are not interested in what you're doing. Also, if you didn't like the environment you were in, if you do not at all like the pathology that you are treating, if you don't like the patient pathologies, you will have a miserable year. Because a lot of times, if you thought residency was really busy, fellowship is very, very busy. And there's a lot that you yourself will even hope for from yourself and push yourself to do. So just know there are a lot of external pressures and internal pressures. So try to find where you would fit in and start early. and we'll definitely upload videos about that soon as well. All right, Pod Squad. Hopefully that helped. Let us know if there's anything you'd like us to discuss about when it comes to fellowship, and we'll be in touch. Take care, Pod Squad.